7 terrifying discoveries hidden beneath the ocean. The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, yet we've explored less than 5% of it. Down there, beyond the reach of sunlight, pressure crushes steel, sound travels in unnatural ways, and time seems to behave differently. Ships vanish without wreckage. Sonar captures shapes that don't match anything known, and sometimes things are discovered that were never meant to be found. Tonight, you're going to hear 7 terrifying discoveries hidden beneath the ocean. These aren't campfire stories. They're accounts pulled from logs, recordings, final messages, and discoveries that left hardened professionals shaken to their core. And the last one is something governments still refuse to explain. Discovery 1, the ship that answered back. In 1997, a deep-sea exploration vessel, known as the Ardent, was sent to investigate an unusual sonar anomaly in the North Atlantic. The signal appeared structured, perfect right angles, repeating corridors, almost like a massive object buried beneath layers of sediment. At first, the crew believed it was a sunken cargo ship. But when their remotely operated vehicle descended past 12,000 feet, the cameras revealed something else entirely. The object wasn't wreckage, it was intact. A massive metallic structure stretched across the seafloor, far larger than any known submarine or vessel. No rust, no decay, no visible damage. Then something impossible happened. As the ROV light swept across the surface, the sonar room aboard the Ardent lit up with a response signal. The object was emitting sound, not random noise. A pattern. Short pulses, pauses, repetition. One of the engineers froze and whispered, That's responding to us." The captain ordered all active sonar shut down. The pulses continued. Then, slowly, the signal changed frequency, matching the ship's own internal sonar signature. It was copying them. Moments later, the ROV feed cut to black. When it came back online, the camera was no longer facing outward. It was pointed directly back at the ROV itself. Something was holding it. The last recorded audio captured a low vibration, felt through the hull of the Ardent, followed by a single phrase transmitted through the ship's speakers, distorted but unmistakable. "Do not wake what sleeps below." The expedition was terminated immediately. Official reports list the discovery as a geological anomaly. No one from the crew ever spoke publicly again. Discovery 2, the city without doors. In 2003, an underwater mapping project off the coast of Japan revealed what appeared to be massive stone terraces descending into the abyss. At first, researchers believed it was a natural formation, until divers went down. What they found was a city, carved staircases, perfectly aligned platforms, monolithic walls engraved with symbols no historian could translate. But the most unsettling detail wasn't the architecture. It was what was missing. There were no doors, no entrances, no windows. Every structure was sealed solid, as if whatever lived there was never meant to leave or be entered. One diver, Kenji Morimoto, documented something strange during his third descent. While exploring a central chamber, he noticed the water growing unnaturally still. No current, no movement. Then his depth gauge began fluctuating wildly. And through the darkness, he saw shapes drifting between the buildings. Humanoid silhouettes, floating upright, not swimming, but watching. Kenji later described their faces as unfinished, smooth, featureless, except for deep depressions where eyes should be. His oxygen levels dropped rapidly despite no leak. As he ascended, he felt pressure around his chest, like hands pressing inward. Back on the surface, Kenji collapsed, coughing seawater. He survived. But 2 weeks later, he drowned in his own bathtub. The city remains unexplored. Satellite scans show something massive beneath it. Something hollow. Discovery 3. The trench that breathes. The Mariana Trench is the deepest known point on Earth. In 2016, a research team monitoring seismic activity detected something strange. The trench was expanding, not collapsing, not shifting, expanding rhythmically, as if it were breathing. Sensors recorded pressure fluctuations occurring every 78 seconds, far too regular to be geological. When a probe was lowered into the trench, it transmitted data for exactly 9 minutes. Then the feed changed. Instead of darkness, the camera showed a vast organic surface, pulsing gently. Veins, texture, movement. The probe wasn't descending anymore. It was being drawn inward. The last audio captured wasn't mechanical failure. It was sound. A deep, resonant tone that caused crew members to bleed from the nose and ears. One technician screamed, "It's alive! It's alive! And it knows we're here!" The probe was never recovered. Since then, marine biologists have documented mass die-offs of deep-sea creatures near the trench. Something below has grown restless. Discovery 4. The submarine that never surfaced. In 1989, a classified military submarine vanished during a routine patrol in the Southern Ocean. No distress call, no debris, just gone. 30 years later, a private exploration company located the wreck, but when they reached it, the submarine wasn't damaged. It was docked. Resting upright on the seafloor beside a massive stone structure shaped like an archway. The hatch was open. Inside, the submarine was empty. No bodies, no signs of struggle. But carved into the metal walls, scratched deeply from the inside, were thousands of identical symbols. One repeated phrase, translated later by linguists, chilled everyone involved. The water, ice not empty. Moments after the discovery footage leaked online, it was scrubbed from the internet. The company dissolved within months. The site is now restricted airspace. Discovery 5. The voices from the black box. In 2012, an unmanned deep-sea recorder picked up something impossible in the Pacific. Human voices. At a depth where no diver could survive. The audio featured multiple people speaking different languages. Overlapping, screaming. Some begged for help. Others whispered prayers. One voice calmly recited coordinates. When analysts cross-referenced them, every set pointed to a known shipwreck, except one. The final coordinates led to open water. No wreck, no debris, just a vertical drop into darkness. After the audio was made public, families of missing sailors began receiving phone calls, static-filled, with voices that sounded exactly like their loved ones. Discovery 6. The coral that watches. Off the coast of Australia, divers discovered a new coral formation, unlike anything documented before. It didn't grow outward, it grew inward, forming hollow cavities shaped like eye sockets. Marine biologists noticed something disturbing. Whenever a diver approached, nearby fish vanished instantly. Predators fled. The coral pulsed faintly and rotated. Tracking. One diver, Sarah Holt, reached out to touch it. The moment her glove made contact, she froze. Her body went limp. Her eyes remained open. Underwater cameras recorded her mouth moving, speaking. But her regulator transmitted no sound. When she was pulled to the surface, Sarah woke screaming. She described memories that weren't hers. Drowning, sinking, watching sunlight disappear. The coral was destroyed days later. The ocean floor beneath it was found to be covered in human bones. Discovery 7. What lives below the ocean floor? The final discovery is one most people have never heard of. In 2020, drilling operations for deep-sea mining broke through something solid beneath the seabed. Not rock, not metal, bone. A layer miles thick, fossilized remains of massive creatures, humanoid in shape, but far larger than any human. And beneath the bone layer, empty space. A cavern system larger than any known cave network on Earth. Sensors detected movement, heat, and sound. The drilling stopped immediately, but not before something came through the speakers. A low, unified voice. Not angry, not hostile, just disappointed. You were supposed to forget us. Since then, unexplained ocean disturbances have increased worldwide. Deep-sea creatures washing ashore, sonar interference, and submarines reporting shapes following from below. The ocean isn't just deep, it's layered. And whatever lies beneath it has been watching us explore, drill, and descend, slowly remembering that we exist. The terrifying question isn't what we've discovered beneath the ocean. It's whether those discoveries are beginning to wake up. And when they do, there will be nowhere left to hide. If you watch to this level, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon for more dark, thought-provoking stories that dig deep into the human soul.